Hello there! This is a very exciting video where we get to discuss, instead of the two knights defense, we get to discuss the Italian defense, or the Italian game defense. And so it's definitely one of the strongest replies, and we're going to just quickly cover how to address it. And after bishop c5, let's see if you know, if you come to know the next move, the thematic idea. Bishop c5. So, have I given it away with my cursor? Maybe you want to open up that d5. Yep. c3. c3po. And obviously you don't want to play d3 here. I have seen it played, believe it or not, and does not work, because after d3 you then have this wonderful space gaining attack, very typical of the Italian game. Now a6 absolutely here, because you don't want to play a5 because you just get a massive attack on their position, and the whole point of c3, you get the momentum, you get to add the momentum crashing through that weak cog on f7. Nasty. So a6 it is, and then you just, to get a great game here, just get the king to safety. Just beautiful, very fun position. So let's have a look at what happens. It's an ugly position because of the queen attack on f7. The d pawn's going to drop, the e pawn's going to march. It's just ugly. So let's have a look after c3. Let's have a look at d takes c. We've covered the pawn to d3, so obviously there's the knight move, but let's have a look at d takes c, I should say. And do we capture with the knight? What do we do? Yes, of course, it's that loose bishop at c5 and the weakness at f7 with the king. So we know this theme, we know this idea, and you're going to come crashing through. Very nasty. Obviously white's very comfortable here. And then what to do next? What to do next? Well, let's have a look. Instead of d takes c, obviously knight f6. We've seen from the two knights defense this can be a good idea. And now white has the pawn center, which is very dynamic. Black has to be careful letting it advance. And block with the bishop, not the knight, because the knight becomes a big target, and it's much better to parry than block, as they say. So knight takes e4. Now instead of knight takes e4, we can actually have a look at bishop takes d2, but we'll cover knight takes e4 first, and then obviously you get rid of that bishop. They get rid of the bishop. Now, same theme. Bishop comes through on f7. The queen's able to play connect 4 with the knight and the king. This position's pretty nasty. Alright, and king castles. Very logical. There's nothing surprising here. Black gets a bit of space, gets a bit of an impulse, drives that queen back to the center. So now this move here, bit of a solid move, and white's plan is to fight with a knight in the outpost at e5 versus the bishop. Now post knight versus the bishop. It's an interesting fight. Very, very interesting. Okay, so instead of knight takes e4, we're going to have a look at bishop takes d2. Alright, so what's going to happen here is the knight recaptures. It goes out to b3 anyway. So d5, very active move. So let's open some lines. Let's get rid of the d5 pawn. Alright, and because it's all about using the space, using your momentum and activity. So there we go. We see that pressure is being built, but in this case, the knight can obviously fork the two pieces, and knight a5 is the only real test here. And after queen a4, knight to e5, it's a very, very strong position here. And at this point here, black's got to break the pin. See a pin? Break the pin. King, run away! Run away! Bishop takes d5. It's just a really strong active move here. And so knight takes e5. Sort of tries to preserve the structure, and obviously now the bishop stays in the center, gets out of harm's way. There we go, bishop to e4, knight g6, very solid defensive move, and then castles. White's plan here is very logical. Bring the heavies, bring the rooks to the E and C files, the open and the half open files, rooks to the open files, and then obviously get the knight to B3 to C5, and for a strong square there, and White's position just sort of plays itself. Now the queen's in a very strong position, radiating and across the board, and the knight keeping the queen keeps an eye on the position very nicely, and it's an open game, and you want to centralize and use open files and open diagonals as much as you humanly can. Okay, well, this is actually my second take of this position, and because I accidentally deleted the last audio. Can you believe that? All that work gone. So I don't know if you can tell, my heart's been a little bit wounded in this thing. So so there you have it. Enjoy. All right, bye.